So, first question. Did you ever think you would get near as big on YouTube as you are right now?
As big on YouTube as I am right now, obviously not. I think when you start out this channel or a channel on YouTube, you just hope for the best, and I think through a lot of hard work and to a lot of dedication, because I just love making beats, I love making videos. I've already had failures in the past. I used to have a gaming channel that didn't pop and stuff, so you really gotta learn from your mistakes and keep going, and eventually you will get somewhere. And I think I really want to get much bigger and much further down the road, but I think that's something for later. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing, I think.
Good answer. Second question. What song did comedyshortsgamer play in the Lambo?
That was actually really cool that he actually played my songs in his Lambo, and the songs he did were Grind, which is a beat that is doing very well. It has over 500k views, so it's really doing very well. So Grind is an old school beat, and then also the beat called Night, which was an aggressive trap beat that he also played, and that runs really hard in his Lambo, which was really cool to see.
What exactly got you started as a musician, and why did you end up choosing to make hip-hop beats?
Okay, so what got me started as a musician was the fact that I went to music school starting at the age of, I think, 7 or something, or I don't know. I started learning like real music, like sheet music and stuff, and then I started guitar classes, and then I played guitar for I think 6 or 7 or 8 or even more years. Started playing the electric guitar, then started experimenting with FL Studio and making beats on the PC, and I think that was what really got me started into making beats, because I also started listening to a lot of hip hop at the time, so that's what really all sorts of caused me to be a hip hop producer.
Okay, what is your favorite beat that you ever made?
I guess my favorite beat, I don't really have a favorite beat I've ever made, but I've always got like a favorite beat of the moment, so to speak. Right now it really is my beat called Quest. It's a really fast trap beat, but just the melody or something about it just has a really nice vibe, and I like to listen to it a lot myself. So yeah, Quest is definitely a beat that I really love at the moment.
Who are your favorite YouTubers, and how frequently do you watch videos on YouTube?
My favorite YouTubers, actually watch YouTube every day. I almost watch it every single day before I go to sleep, when I'm eating or something. But yeah, my favorite YouTubers that I watch, probably like Adam LZ, watch him a lot. He's a BMX YouTuber that also vlogs and stuff. Like Life According to Jimmy, he's so one of the funniest. I think he's probably the funniest guy I've ever seen on YouTube. So Life According to Jimmy, definitely check that out if you want to laugh a bit, because I've literally watched almost every video. Probably I've subscribed to a snowboard channel just a while ago. I can't remember the name. I'll put the texts right here because it was really a good channel, and you guys should check it out if you are into snowboarding. And then probably a lot of just music channels. Yeah, I watch a lot of YouTube videos actually. Yeah.
What's the hardest part of making a beat?
It's like the hardest part of making a beat for me is like being forced to create a certain genre, because sometimes you just have this kind of period or this kind of time in which you just really feel trap beats, and even if you take an old school sample, you still immediately like generate a trap beat with the sample in your head, and then you're like, but I need to make an old school beat because you guys are asking for it. But yeah, it makes me have to do certain things, and it makes me learn a lot as a producer, because like when I have to produce for artists or stuff, I can't really just make what I want to make. I really have to make it together with the artists and stuff. So it really I think makes me a better producer, but sometimes that's really hard for me to not just make the first thing I come up with in my head. Yeah, that's it actually.
Are you going to lower your BMW?
Lower my BMW, probably. Well, I just first want to get the rim problem solved. But yeah, I'll probably also buy a different suspension that will automatically be a bit lower, and then with the fenders rolled, I think it will look really nice. I'm already in love with it, but I really need a stiffer suspension because I really hit my fenders a lot right now when there's 3 people in the car and stuff. So I really have to get that sorted out, but I'm doing that as soon as I've got all my maintenance done first. That's more important than the other stuff.
Do you think you will ever produce for a major artist?
Yeah, I really hope that comes around one day. I mean, why it would be insane to produce for a major artist and then have your creations and your beats heard on amazing tracks and then have them be played around the whole world. So that would be insane. But yeah, it just has to happen sometimes, and you just have to find the right people to get in contact with and then help you to get to artists. So yeah.
Can you do a beginner's tutorial on making beats?
Okay, it seems like the question was highly requested. I'm definitely making a beginner's tutorial on making a beat soon, but I just want to have the video be really good and tell you guys the right things to do and not just skip anything important and don't include anything that you don't need to know as a beginner. So I really want to plan that video out very well, and yeah, you guys will get a beginner tutorial on making beats, definitely.
What do you think about Night Lovell?
Night Lovell is actually one of the people that was like previously very known on SoundCloud and then came over to YouTube and stuff. But Night Lovell is really a producer and artist that really inspired me a lot, especially with the trap beats and his kind of deep and dark genre that he makes. I really fell in love with his beats, and it really helped me become the producer who I am today, because really he inspired me a lot, actually. Yeah.
Yo, Chuki, do you consider buying new equipment to work with? And also, what plans do you have for the BMW, or are you going to buy a new car in the future?
So as for equipment, the first thing I think I'm going to get is the DJI Ronin stabilizer, because that really will help us create really good videos and just to have a really smooth video for you guys. So yeah, the Ronin M is definitely what I'm going to get. Then as for studio equipment, I really want to make plans to move out of my current house. I still live with my mom, but I want to move in with some friends together and have like a real studio space. So I'm definitely going to invest in a subwoofer and better isolation and stuff. So all of those things are coming in the future. And then as for a car, my car, I'm probably not going to do anything else than the things I said in the previous or in some questions ago. I don't know which question that was, but I am like, in the future I would love to have an M3. Then maybe further in the future I would love to also have an electric car to really take care of the environment, because yeah, I do care about it. Sometimes it's a real contradiction, because I like fast cars and cool cars like BMW M3s and M4s and M5s and stuff, but then I also don't want to really spoil the environment too much. So sometimes I'm like, I don't know.
Have you considered rapping to your own beats?
Yes, of course. I've already rapped to my beats and stuff. I obviously rap in my own language, in Dutch, here in Belgium, but I am, as I said in the Color Grey video, in the Color Grey video, I really want to make an English track rapping on one of my beats for you guys, but I really want to get my accent and everything. I really want to get it on point before I release anything. So I'm working on it, but it will come when it comes.
How long do you spend perfecting each beat?
Yeah, I think I've answered this question some time before, but I think it just depends on which beat it is, how fast you're going. As I said before, like depending on if you're forcing yourself to make it a certain genre or if you're just making the first thing that comes up in your head. It goes from 4 hours to a whole day to 2 hours to, I don't know, it just depends. Most of the time it's around 4 hours, I think, to complete a full beat, but yeah.
Alright, this is the last question. What do you think about Young Mavu's song Black Magic that went viral?
Yeah, because he's also from Belgium, and yeah, I really liked the song. I think it was really genius what he did, even like with the video and everything. It was really good, thing, and I actually met him on the day that he dropped his video. I was a guest at national radio here in Belgium, and they invited him as well, so I got to meet him. Really a great guy, really down to earth, so it was really cool to meet him. And then yeah, after that he exploded to even like, what was it, 2 million views, something like that. So it was really insane, and I definitely think he should bring out more music, because I think he's very good, and his accent is really good, and he's so young as well. So yeah, he has a lot coming for him, I think. Thank you guys for joining in this Q&A session. I had a lot of fun making the video and also reading you guys' questions and everything. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and see you guys later. Bye. Bye.